Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Spotlights, and I'm super excited because today is the day we actually go in depth and start talking about the musicals. Woohoo! So, our very first musical is, drumroll please, Bonnie and Clyde! Yay! I love Bonnie and Clyde so much. It is one of my personal favorite musicals, and I just love the story, and I have my iPad here with me, like I will during most of our little chats, and it has all my notes on Bonnie and Clyde. So let's go really in depth. I'm so excited. Here we go. So Bonnie and Clyde is based off of the true story of Texan outlaws, Bonnie and Clyde Barrow and Bonnie Parker, who ran wild during the 1930s. Bonnie Elizabeth Parker and Clyde Chestnut Barrow, I'm just gonna stop there. Who names their kid Chestnut? Clyde Chestnut? If your middle name is Chestnut, I'm sure it goes perfectly with your name, but Clyde Chestnut, I just don't think that works. Anyone else? Just me? I don't know. Anyway, Bonnie Elizabeth Parker and Clyde Chestnut Barrow were the criminals who had a love story to accompany the horrors. I can't talk. Bonnie and Clyde met in January of 1930 at a friend's house in West Dallas. It is said that it was love at first sight. I'm a romantic, guys. You're gonna learn this about me very quickly. I'm a romantic, and that's just so sweet. They were ambushed and killed by police on May 23rd, 1934. So if you guys watch the musical, it actually starts out with gunshots, and then their sedan comes rolling out, and they're just dead. They're dead. It's really sad. Anyway, the musical opened on Broadway in December 1st, 2011. It starred Laura Austin as Bonnie, Jeremy Jordan as Clyde, Melissa Van Der Scheif played Blanche, Claiborne Elder, excuse me, goodness, played Buck, and Lewis Hobson played Ted. They released the Broadway recording in 2012, and that's how I actually found out about the musical. So, I'm just gonna say this now, you guys are gonna learn this about me. I am a huge Jeremy Jordan fan. I love Newsies, I love Bonnie and Clyde, Little Shop of Horrors. Okay, here's a hidden one that you guys might not know about that he's in. He's in Tangled, the series is very in. And then I also love Holly and Ivy, which is one of his more hidden movies, and I love the Last 5 Years soundtrack. Another important thing about me you should learn is I don't listen to explicit music. I don't let myself, and my parents don't allow it. So I won't be doing, when I do covers, I won't be doing anything explicit. And you'll see what I mean by when I change lyrics to certain songs. They aren't explicit, but I just change the lyrics, and you'll see that. Anyway, the book was written by Ivan Menchel and with music by Frank Wildhorn and lyrics by Don Black. The musical is historically accurate on many counts. For starters, Bonnie and Clyde did meet in West Dallas as shown in the show. She was married to an inmate called Roy in the show. Roy is actually a character in the show. You don't see him at all, but he is a character in the show. However, we don't really know what happened to the Roy character. We do know that she never divorced him. She ran off with Clyde anyway, though. Anyway, Clyde was soon arrested but escaped when Bonnie smuggled him a gun, just like in the song This World Will Remember Us, which is one of my favorite songs to sing. I really need someone to sing it with me, because I sing it by myself. I just do the Bonnie parts, but I love singing that song. It's so fun. I love singing along with it with the soundtrack. Anyway, Bonnie and Clyde were killed in their car, supposedly on their way to meet their parents 4 years later. Buck and Blanche Barrow were also real. Get this, their V8 Ford sedan, thank you Owen for confirming that it's right, which is correct in the show, is on display at Prim Valley Casino and Resorts, along with supposedly the shirt Clyde was wearing when he was killed. I think that's so cool. I probably have a problem that I want to go see that, but that's so cool, and I'm hoping I get to see it on my RV trip. That would be so fucking cool. I'm fangirling again. Get it together, Sophie. However, there are some flaws to the musical. The main one I could find is that Bonnie was blonde and not a redhead. In one of the scenes, it's a scene with the song Bonnie in it. Bonnie's reading from a magazine. She goes, ravishing redhead. Bonnie Parker was actually blonde. So that's pretty much it that I could find. So those are just the facts. Let's go further in. Bonnie. So, Bonnie Parker is on my dream list. I want to play her so bad. My parents and my sister have to listen to me daydream. Bonnie, 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 Bonnie. Yeah, I'm a huge Bonnie fan. I know all of her lines. One of my favorites is, this is called a glamour shot. I'm gonna get one soon with a hat. I look good in hats. I got a hat face. I do not know if I actually have a hat face. But anyway. And then Clyde, like I said, he was played by Jeremy Jordan on Broadway. Jeremy Jordan, Broadway. I love Jeremy Jordan so much. Oh my gosh, if he ever watches this, I'm gonna be cringing so bad if I find out. Actually, I'm probably gonna get a friend on here. Hopefully I'm gonna do a cover of the song You Love Who You Love, which is between Bonnie and Blanche, and I'm hoping to get my friend to do it with me, so I'm gonna persuade her to do that. And she's also a big Jeremy Jordan fan, so when I'm talking about more Jeremy Jordan shows, Jeremy Jordan can't talk, shows, such as, Newsies and The Great Gatsby, which just came out, so I want to see it so bad. I'll probably have her come on to talk about that too. So yeah. Anyway, like I said, Clyde was played by Jeremy, and Clyde is very mischievous in some ways. He dreams of being like Billy the Kid or Jesse James or Al Capone, which, get this. So today is October 10th, and yesterday I actually went to Alcatraz. I was in San Francisco, and I went to Alcatraz and saw where Al Capone was, and I was so flipped out. It was kind of creepy, because we went at night, so my dad could see it too. It was very creepy. Alcatraz is creepy, people. Okay, so anyway, next character, Buck. Buck's real name was Marvin Ivan Barrow. I don't get why they called him Buck. Marvin Ivan sounds nothing like a Buck, but they called him Buck, and so anyway. And I just kind of love how fun Buck is. If you guys listen to the song, You're Going Back to Jail, which is a song between Blanche, Buck, and the ladies at the Cinderella Beauty Salon. She's trying to convince him to go back to jail, and this lady's like, "Are you kidding? I love having my husband in jail." To which he goes, "I don't want her coming around here no more." And he's just a goofball. Sadly, Buck dies. Spoiler alerts, by the way. Sadly, Buck dies at the end of the show. He's shot and killed and he dies in Blanche's arms, and that scene gets me. Okay, I'm gonna be talking about scenes that get me. That scene gets me. It's very sad. But so Blanche in the show is the person who's trying to get everyone to go back to Christ, and she loves the good Lord. I love God too, so I'm not botching her in any way. Sorry. But she is trying to convince her husband and her brother-in-law and her, sister-in-law and Bonnie to return to Christ, and ends up getting stuck in the middle of all of her all of these shootouts and stuff, and it's really not that great. The real Blanche, after her husband died, she was arrested, she served 6 years in prison, and then she remarried and lived a normal life. So she was real, and I actually thought she was made up. No, she's a real character, and I think that's so interesting. Ted is the sheriff, and he's sweet on Bonnie, and I love the song. Oh, I just dropped my remote. I love the song so much, You Can Do Better Than Him. Hold on, I'm gonna go get my remote. I'm back. Anyway, I love the song You Can Do Better Than Him. It's between Ted and Clyde, and they're talking about how they both love Bonnie and they want her to choose them. Clearly she chooses Clyde, but to be honest, Ted was played by, hold on, I said it earlier, Lewis Hobson played Ted, and he has a beautiful voice, and he's a really good actor. You should totally go watch The Real. If you are a kid like under 14, I would suggest having your parents watch it first so they can tell you it's appropriate. My parents said I could watch it, so that's why I watch it. So I would totally suggest going and watching it. It's on YouTube and it's really good. There's also a West End version which starred Luke Jordan Gage and Francis, hold on, let me look it up. Bonnie and Clyde, West End. It was Frances Maylie McCain, I believe is her name. Hold on. few credits. Frances May Lee McCann and then Jordan Luke Gage. And they were on the West End. And I think Jeremy Jordan and Frances May Lee McCann actually just recorded a recorded on stage recording of the show. So that should come out soon. It's kind of like if you guys watch the Newsies movie event, it's like that. So there you go. That's Bonnie and Clyde. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I can't wait to do more talks. And this is our very first Spotlight's musical feature, and it's Bonnie and Clyde. And stay tuned for Bonnie and Clyde covers. All right, that's it for me today. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye bye.